It changed boxing history. It changed black history. Most of all, it changed American history. Now, on July 4th, 2010, the nation will celebrate the legacy of Jack Johnson during the centennial anniversary of his legendary fight against Jim Jeffries in Reno, Nevada, the first African-American heavyweight champion of the world. A man once forgotten will now be remembered.
July 4th, 1910, right here in Reno, Nevada, the prize fight of the century happened. Jack Johnson versus Jim Jeffries in what was a historic fight, very racially charged, but it was the prize fight of the century because of the racial implications, the social implications, and where American society was at that time. And it was also a great boxing event, though, too, and it happened right here in Reno, Nevada.
I mean, there's been boxing matches all over this country and some very great ones, but this one is bigger than them all.
Jack Johnson was very, I'd say a new type of guy in terms of challenging the racial statements and racial attitude of the country.
I argue it's more than a boxing match. It's a powerful page in the history of this country.
And Jack Johnson was a great fighter. And imagine that day and time where a black man stand up to the test of times.
When you talk about Reno history, this is perhaps the greatest event that ever happened in Reno. It drew so many people. The whole world was watching.
It means a lot to the city of Reno. It means a lot to African Americans. It means a lot to the sport of boxing, to the state of Nevada. And it was one of the most historical events in the 20th century.
The man won because he was the best. And he was hated because he was black. We're going to undo that on July 4th, 1910. We're going to make up for that. We're going to do everything we can, even though Jack Johnson will never know. Sometimes all we can do is what we can do later.
Jack Johnson was a brave man, and what he did was unheard of. To challenge a society which never promoted equal opportunity and was never going to give him a chance, that did not take him away where his quest was, where he was headed. And that was a miracle what he did. And then to be the champion and come out alive. That to me is fantastic.
We need to remember him for his contribution, not only to sports history, but the fact is that he broke the color line at the heavyweight level.
Imagine being the first of anything of the color in a country that has not promoted equal opportunity. So Jack Johnson was definitely a new guy in his era.
We can right a wrong, and that's what a lot of us want to do. Remember the fight, celebrate the event, but in the end, pay homage to Jack Johnson. Give him his rightful place in history.
Anyone in the world have an opportunity to visit history, to see what took place and see where we are today compared to yesterday, will come out and have a nice event, and to be and feel the aura that took place and look at the crowd, look at the mix compared to what the mix was years ago.
Well, we wanted to commemorate the anniversary of the fight because it's such an important day that deserves a proper celebration and commemoration. To me, it's about 100 years of progress. It's about 100 years of boxing, 100 years of boxing tradition in Nevada, and hopefully many years to come as well.